And I heard Alex Lieberman, who's the co-founder of Morning Brew and now has sold the company a few years ago. He talked about this recently in New York City, and I got the chance to hear him speak about it. But like the hardest person to convince are the employees. And so as the company matures, the role of a CEO and a founder might change and shift depending on how big the company gets, which is why not every founder is supposed to be also the CEO of a 500 or 5,000 person company, right? That's usually where we see a sea change. But at the same time, the role of the founder or the CEO does not change in the aspect of it's still so important for them to drive home the mission and vision of the company. Because at the end of the day, you still have to constantly be selling that, not only to new clients, but you probably have a team doing that, but you also have to sell it to your own employees. And I think that that's a place where many organizations actually miss out. And so what you're seeing in the workplace, going back to how I even started this whole rant, is Gen Z is so mission driven, and yet they're not really being fed the inspiring or engaging stories that enable that retention and engagement. Is that is that something that resonates with you, Marvin?
Um, it does in one way and it doesn't in
Mm,
another way. The way it doesn't resonate is that when I started in the world of work, I couldn't really care less what my employer's mission was.
mm,
It was just a nice place to work with a good bunch of people, and they paid me, and I was learning things. Um, and I think that if you're looking at Gen X and certainly Boomers, and even I suppose the top in the older end of Gen Y, it wasn't. It was being a good place to work. It was, do they treat you well? Do they,
mm.
are they, do they expect too much from you? I think that this alignment with mission and values is something that's very, dare I say, it's making me sound old, 21st century. Um, in that, come on, it's generational differences here. We've got to have some of
No,
this.
that I think that is a big one.
Yeah, yeah. And it was just being a good place to work. And the thing was that if you didn't enjoy it, if you didn't feel you were being treated well, or you just didn't like the environment, the atmosphere, then you left.
Right.
You could own up to making a mistake. I once left well, I once left a job after 2 days, but I also left a job after about 4 or 5 months because I just knew it wasn't for me. The job after 2 days, I definitely knew after the first 2 hours it wasn't for me, and I couldn't believe how it had been missold to me. But anyway, um, the so it's kind of, I think that the important thing is you're comfortable there, and you feel that you feel part of it. You feel that you can achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. It might be to earn as much as you can, or to actually make different things happen, to help other people, help clients, the customers, whatever, passengers if you're in transportation. There are many different reasons why we get something out of our work. But I think that the alignment with some kind of corporate mission and values is obviously something newer,